Welcome back to our 30-day challenge. Over the past 2 weeks, we have been gradually training to slow down the mind and sustain attention. We started with breathing, using physiology to stabilize the nervous system and reduce mental acceleration. Then we moved to the abstraction of the senses, using the brain to remain focused on a single stimulus, a sound, even in the presence of external distractions. That stage was important because the modern brain has been deeply conditioned to react to every sound, notification, interruption, or movement around us. So, in the previous exercise, we were training the ability to reduce the influence of external distractions and sustain attention voluntarily. And now, after practicing that for the past several days, we take the next step: concentration. Today's exercise is different. Now that the mind is beginning to develop a more stability against external distractions, we introduce a more active mental task, one that recruits working memory and executive control. You will mentally count from 1 to 108 and from 108 back to 1 simultaneously. For example, 1, 108, 2, 107, 3, 106, 4, 105. And what makes this exercise so powerful is that it intentionally occupies your attention. Unlike the previous practice, where the focus was sustaining attention on one sensory stimulus, here the brain needs to maintain and manipulate information actively. This engages functions strongly associated with the prefrontal cortex, especially working memory and executive attention. Research such as working memory and executive control from 2003 demonstrates that this type of cognitive activity strengthens neural processes related to attentional stability, cognitive organization, and inhibition of distraction. And also because your attention is actively being used in the counting process, the mind has less available space to keep generating endless parallel thoughts. That's why many people begin to experience one of the first sensations of what they describe as quieting the mind or emptying the mind. Of course, distractions will appear, thoughts will come, the mind will wander, but over the next few days, the training is about returning, sustaining, and gradually going further in the counting without restarting. As a result, many people notice less mental noise, interrupting repetitive thought patterns, more mental clarity, and a deeper sense of internal quietness after the exercise. And just like in the previous weeks, we'll begin with 2 minutes of box breathing, because before training concentration more deeply, first we want to stabilize physiology, emotions, and mental rhythm. Remember, breathe just through your nose the whole time. Newcomers use abdominal breathing, and the more experienced ones use complete breathing. Then count to time. Inhale in a count of 4, hold your breath in a count of 4, exhale in a count of 4, and lungs empty in a count of 4. Close your eyes to avoid visual distractions and hold this exercise for the next 2 minutes. Keep your eyes closed, and then we'll move into the concentration exercise for 3 minutes. Once again, this is not about doing it perfectly, so if you lose your attention, restart the exercise. Let's begin. Count from 1 to 108 and from 108 to 1 like this. 1, 108, 2, 107, 3, 106, 4, 105, and so it goes until 107, 2, 108, 1. Ideally, you should be listening to your mental voice counting the numbers and visualizing those same numbers at the same time. Finalize this concentration exercise and then open your eyes. The challenge is to repeat this exercise, 2 minutes of box breathing, 3 minutes of concentration for the next 7 days. Share your thoughts and insights with us in the comment section below.